have anxiety or get overstimulated easily, but really want to come to HHN? Well, this is the video for you. Join me as I show you my tips and tricks for managing your mental health while at HHN 2025.
HHN 34 2025 brought us a lot of new and exciting experiences, as well as larger crowds and a new Stay and Scream setup.
So this is the first year with the wristbands instead of the corral, and I am a little overwhelmed, but we're figuring it out. Okay, my anxious people, we are trying to find our way to the houses. It is very confusing this year. So we have sign markers in our long pathway, but it is a hike, and I am confused. It's like 4:30, and I'm able to line up for FNAF, just trying to figure out how.
In previous years during Stay and Scream, you were able to line up for the houses early and could accomplish 2 to 3 houses before the rest of the event opened. This year was very different, and the line for FNAF right away was about 45 minutes.
Terrifier lines up and gets out in this area of the hub. So my suggestion is do Terrifier first. You come out right there, and Grave of Flesh is right across from it. Makes it a lot easier, a lot less stressful, a lot less walking. I'm not gonna lie, HHN is super crowded this year. I don't know if it's because I'm coming later in the month than I usually do, if it is the IPs drawing new crowds, but it is really crowded. The waits for Express are 20 to 30 minutes each house. And finding quiet spots is proving to be very, very difficult. But I found one. If you come over in front of the Wicked store, there's a wall to sit on, and there is no one here. This is the first truly quiet spot I've found. I won't lie to you, I am super overwhelmed this year. I became a therapist because I have my own anxiety and depression, and I wanted to be able to help people the way others have helped me throughout my life, and I wanted to understand myself. And I know that I am overwhelmed this year. I am overstimulated. I usually love HHN, but this year is just particularly crowded. Even for what are considered some of the weaker houses, there are 70-minute waits tonight. The Express, like I said, is 20 to 30 minutes. It's not expressing. And I keep needing to try to find spots to take a break because I am so overwhelmed. If you need an HHN crowd break or heat break, because it's really hot tonight, the Wicked store is actually empty during HHN, so I'm gonna stay in here for a few minutes and just kind of chill. HHN lets out right by Dolls Undead. Dolls Living Dead. Dolls Living Dead. It's behind me and I can't remember. So that's a little tip. Go to HHN and then go to Dolls, because you're gonna have to walk it twice anyway. So this just makes your life a little bit easier and less stressful. Now this is a spot that might get busy later, but right now, early on in the start of the evening, if you walk past the Premium Cattails bar sign, And this is where there is that bar. There's also the area to get like the walking tacos and stuff. It is very quiet back here. You can actually hear the chainsaws from over in Simpsons, but it's just like a fun little white noise, the chainsaws, for all of us that like horror and spooky things. But this is a really good spot. I am just sitting on the ground off to the side. I eat chicken tenders back here and just watching the crowd a little bit. Got out of the rain because it was pouring rain before, and it is just a nice little step back from the crowd. It's undercover, so when it's raining you get to be dry. They'll keep you in the shade too, and like I said, white noise of some chainsaws. Another spot where you would have to sit on the ground, but if it's worth it to take the break, we come here. It's across from Mel's Dine. A little turn so you can see where I am. There's Mel's. You can come stand over here, sit over here, get a little step back from the crowd, because that's what we're looking for, is how we can do HHN and manage anxiety, overstimulation, feelings of being overwhelmed, the heat, the walking, everything. Because HHN is for anybody who wants to come here. So yeah, you'd have to sit on the ground, but we got another spot to take a break. Our next spot has a place to sit. It's a planter, but it's a place to sit. It's outside of the Brown Derby Hat Shop, which is currently the Universal Annual Pass People Shop and Team Member Discount Shop. But this is on the outskirts of the Masquerade Dance of Death Scare Zone, so you can watch it from afar, be part of the atmosphere while still taking a break. It is completely possible to enjoy the entire experience while taking care of your own mental health. This is the view from where I'm sitting, so you can see the scare zone. You're just not in the scare zone. I just met two really great team members, Kevin and Nico, who gave me a little bit of a tip for you guys. If you are overwhelmed by the lines, but Express isn't necessarily in your budget, after 11 p.m., the lines go down. With the exception of Jason Universe, they said. That is busy all day long. But thank you, Kevin and Nico, for a little anxiety tip for us. Staying on the sidewalk in scare zones helps with not getting as many scares. You'll still see what's going on, you'll still hear everything, but traditionally the scare actors will not come up to you if you're on the sidewalk. So if you don't want people so close to your face, stay on the sidewalks. Villain Con is a ride that is not open during HHN. So it's sitting on the wall along where the Villain Con stroller parking is. I mean, a good place for a break with our white noise of chainsaws, of course. One thing to always remember is side streets. Look for the side streets because there's no house lining up here, and it's gonna be nice and quiet. Particularly down here on the side of Transformers, we have a ton of benches. So you can come and sit on the benches. And this is a really quiet area because there's no scare zones here, there's no houses here, there's nothing. Very quiet, very perfect for a little time away from all of the stuff going on here at HHN. And you get to walk up to the Mel's Dying Zombies. This is one of my favorite add-ons this year. One of the parts of the event that could be the most triggering is club horror. It is hard to get around. It is loud. It is one of the many spots where art is, which means it gets a lot of people just stopping. And we want to make sure that we are aware of these things, because being aware can help us with managing our anxiety or overstimulation throughout the course of the event. So club horror can be the massive crowds, especially if art's there. But if you are with people who want to do club horror, here's where you can go. We got club horror there. We have Chez Alcatraz here. And what we can do is take a little stroll back here. So you take a walk past Chez Alcatraz, past Bruce. Hey Bruce. We got some tables. We got some quiet. Ooh, it looks like Hauntsophonic's gonna go on soon. So you can maybe watch that from back here. But this is a great spot to get away from that crowd in club horror. All these tables completely open. You can just chill, take in the sights, and not have the crowd or the noise, and just have a little bit of break from the event. Really great view too. Generalized anxiety tip. If you're afraid of clowns, don't go in the Terrifier house. If you're afraid of animatronics, don't go in the Five Nights at Freddy's house. You don't have to do every house or every aspect of the event. Do the ones that work for you. And if you know you're gonna get triggered by something, don't do it. Like Grave of Flesh is you underground. So there's very tight corners in there. If you're claustrophobic, you don't need to do Grave of Flesh. It's fine. So do what you are comfortable with. It's one of the best tips I can give you at HHN. So in the end, can you do HHN 2025 with anxiety or overstimulation or anything? Yes, you just need to know how to do it. The biggest tip that I can give you is listen to yourself. You know yourself. Do not force yourself to go into situations or houses or anything that are going to trigger you. Because it's okay to sit things out if you need to. Your mental well-being is more important than anything else. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you find your magical balance.